Hello, darklings. How are you? I am annoyed at last time because I thought I was doing something good and it turned out to be the wrong choice and I had no way of knowing. And I have never even found anything yet. So the dogs are probably very dead. Or because he turned into a prophet, and I didn't turn him into a vampire. And kill him. We have the migraine medication. Not yet.
The flower's dying.
How kind of him. That's probably been there for ages without me realizing. How do I give the plant water? I guess I'll have to leave it be.
Jonathan, at last. I've been worried sick. Have you solved the case of our poor Sean Hampton?
Don't worry, Edgar. The reputation of Pembroke Hospital is secure. Sean Hampton was not the guilty party.
Is that true? Oh, good news. Good news indeed.
Does the name Old Bridget ring any bells?
I'd never heard of her. Why? A patient of ours? I must confess, I don't know them all.
No, it's just someone I recently met. A fascinating woman. I had thought that perhaps...
By the stole, Jonathan, you've met another vampire. I would appreciate an introduction, if that's the case.
I found Harriet Jones. She's much the same old, embittered woman she was, only she's been made a scowl. Her transformation did not go well.
Incredible. Well, why not bring her here? We could learn so much by studying her condition. It would be fascinating.
I doubt that. She can barely move. Perhaps we could learn more about the degeneration of skulls.
Perhaps. But she could also belong to a new species. We know so little of the laws that dictate vampire reproduction.
Were there any studies made by your order on the subject?
Not that I'm aware of. I will transmit your discovery to the Brotherhood's primate. He will be delighted.
What do you know of the Ascalon Club?
Not as much as I would like. There have always been rumors about a secret society of vampires operating in the interests of the British Empire, though I've never met a member.
I crossed paths with one, a terrifying creature going by the name of Fergal. He was sent by the Ascalon Club to exterminate the Skulls of the East End.
By the stole, Jonathan. If vampires are eliminating their own progeny, then dark times are upon us. Darker than I've ever witnessed.
A pleasure.
Well, we got some new dialogue, that's good. He doesn't seem to know much about the scales. Let's talk to the lady.
It is good to see you again, Jonathan. How are you?
So we could get some more info about them.
Lady Ashbury. Dr. Swansea has asked me to investigate the recent disturbances in the hospital caused by Skulls.
Really? What do you mean?
I discovered the most intriguing skull. An elderly woman answering to the name of Old Bridget, and a man who helps them remain hidden in London.
Old Bridget? Peculiar name, I've never heard of her.
Skulls of London have gone into hiding. Both mortals and immortals plot their extermination.
Yes. Skulls are the orphans of the Vampire Society. They are the shame of their genitors, a disgrace to the vampire that created them.
According to Old Bridget.
How vile. Please, John.
There is something ominous closing around me, Lady Ashbury.
Whatever do you mean?
Do you suspect?
I don't know, Jonathan.
Goodbye.
Shit, that's not seen to know, and we didn't ask about the Ascalon Club, which is what else I've been for.
I feel sick. Get over here now.
Still standing after the cemetery.
We were supposed
Alright, guess what we can do now is unfollow that blood trail. Hello. I got to remember where the blood shell even is though. Here we recording, just double checking. Of streaming.
I cannot enter.
watch out.
I wasn't expecting you.
do.
Hello.
Leeches.
Sorry about that.
See how it adds a bit of fire.
So yeah, you liked a bit of Mate Chief.
Filthy piece of shit.
Stop trying to kill me and I wouldn't have to kill you.
So much blood. Whoever was killed got dried out.
Yes, there's a lot. They're definitely not human. Oh, maybe that you are. Where is the motor? There is multiple of them. Attentively.
I don't understand. Why drag the poor wench across all these streets to let her expire and be found here?
You're surprising. Occasionally, you make a good point.
How's that?
We're being misled. Or worse, we're being baited by leeches playing a nasty game.
Well, I guess the body has been found.
I don't understand. We'll crush this bitch! Stay back, beast!
I will not let you eat my blood. We feel. Whatever that is. Magic powers.
Watch out! It's fast!
Ah, good, I defeated him. Those guys always are a little tricky with the attitude to just drain my blood from the distance.
The marks on this woman's neck were made by the fangs of a vampire. This is the very flower my mother tossed on Mary's coffin. Someone
Just blood
attacked
outside.
my family.
Took that leafing behind your food.
Only a golden watch in her pockets. Her shoes and clothes are quite worn out.
I see you.
right then. It's a sick game, but given no choice in the matter, I might as well win it.
Let's find out who it is. They've already disappeared because of course they have. We'll eventually meet them back up. It's not like they're actually chasing them.
I won't let you escape. You're very fast, but I'll catch you.
Who are we chasing and how do they know us? This isn't going to be like a boss battle of something, is it? We've just come out of one of those, haven't we? We've there. The Ascalon Club guy. Home, they'll potentially spot us. I guess they won't.
They've all.
What are you talking about? Oh, these guys are very dead. Feel lots of bullets.
I can still sense a presence.
There's certainly lots of skulls about. More dead. So one asking for help.
Come to me.
Did that part is, I guess, our good side. The dead bodies are a good sign.
In the name of Christ, someone help me! Go. You. What have you done?
Vicar Larrabee, what happened?
Demon! Hell scourge! Son of perdition!
Vicar! Jonathan's no demon. He's just a soul. Returned from the dead. Like your Christ, Vicar.
Mary, is it really you?
Oh, it's me, all right. Precious brother.
What is Mother doing here?
I'm gathering the family. For a final reunion. All smiling, all dead. Thanks to the good Dr. Reed.
Mary.
Mother? Say hello to your son?
Hello, Jonathan.
Mother,
What do we have here, Mother? The prodigal son has lost his tongue. Our Jonathan always had the first and last word at dinner. The entertainer, the star of our show.
I'm sorry. Let me explain.
Shut up. It's my turn to do the talking. I have this nasty hole in my chest, Johnny. It needs to breathe.
Of course. You can speak.
My prayers went so long without an answer. My husband, killed in France. My child, carried away by the flu. My brother promising to return in his letters, then disappearing in thin air. I went from hospital to hospital, cemetery to cemetery, grave to grave. I've lifted every stone in London, searching for an end to the nightmare. And there you were, in front of me, on a dark pier.
The hunger had taken me.
The joy to have finally found you. I longed for your arms, a final happy ending to so much tragedy, to tell me all would be well again, as you did when we were children. It was this filthy dock where you greeted your sister. I dug a tunnel from my grave with my fingers and teeth.
Mary. I thought I had murdered you. I tried to end myself. We've been through the same horror.
We are a disease, Jonathan. A sickness that corrupts all it touches. All we kiss, and all we kill. Look at me. Admire your ilk.
I'm so sorry.
Apologies will not suffice. I demand reparation. I want a miracle. Are you a miracle worker, Dr. Reed? No? I'll show you mine then. The family Reed, reunited and complete, living forever in a red sea of eternal love. Time to go, Mother. Say hello to my son for me.
Mary, wait. I have made friends with vital knowledge. Vampires. We are not alone, Mary. With time, we can learn to live almost as we lived before.
How long?
What?
How long will this masquerade continue? I've been watching you. All these nights in Whitechapel, pretending you're still a doctor. You believe you're just fighting a disease. But it's you, the disease. Jonathan, you!
I'm a scientist. I'll find a solution. Let our mother go, please.
You're always the one to sway me to reason, Jonathan. But before, your motivations were always pure. Now you're tainted.
Let her go! She has no part to play in this.
Very well. Have you heard our good doctor? You can go home, Mother. Go home and rest in peace.
Yes, I'll go home and rest.
It's so easy to make them obey or forget. Puppets for our pleasure. I've seen you have your fun.
You are mad.
Oh, so that's what I am, Doctor. Mad. I was beginning to wonder. I've been hearing these voices in my head. One in particular, that of my dead brother. This is the reason I must kill you. Not for your betrayal. Not for our poisonous kiss. Not even for the lies you tell yourself. No. It's so that smooth and wicked voice will stop ringing in my ear.
Mary. No, don't!
Time to die, brother. And this time for good. Abomination!
Bye. I'm surprised. Let's use to the live.
Come to me, Jonathan.
She's only really vulnerable to shadows.
You left me to in this grave.
Okay, that was pretty strong. That deals so much damage.
Kinslayer! What have you done?
You are very good at pragmatique.
You've killed me, brother! Rest in peace, monster. Assassin!
I need more blood. Sorry I had to take yours.
Kiss me again, sweet brother.
Your attacks is devastating. How are you level 21 when you've only just access to the grave?
Rest in peace, monster.
Because you can just immediately attack me after waking up from being downed. That's pretty annoying. Means I should attack, and then try and stun, I guess. I need to get blood. Let's go fight the scouts up on my level. The fact that it makes your full health but takes away most of your blood is pretty annoying. Thank you. I could probably level up before I fight, so that might help. How can you resist some of my attacks?
Killed me. Rest in peace, monster.
Krakow.
Abomination.
That ill blood for great stop.
Come to me, Jonathan.
Yep, I have to avoid your attacks right now.
You left me to rot. What have you done? You've spared the prisoner's train. But
What the F? How did that full health mean? He is your strong.
God help, please!
assassin! You've killed me! You've spared the precious Nurse Crane, but not your own Mary.
You just shout at me and like die if I attack you. The hell is that attack? That's just bullshit. Like there is generally nothing I can do against that, so you happen to use it.
You've killed me, brother! You've spared the precious Nurse Crane, but not your own Mary. Rest in Give me your blood, priest. Final thoughts are just to die for.
So I get her to half health and she heals on the priest. One of us has a wait stop at doing that. What now? The attack was over. The hip-hop lingers longer than it should. Even that's why I'm misunderstanding that the attack.
Abominate! Kiss me again, sweet papa.
There's so much damage.
You've spared the precious nurse Crane, but not your own Mary. What have you done?
I spared a lot of people.
Priest. Their final thoughts are just to die for.
Okay, there's no way to stop her killing him. So I essentially have to fight it twice.
Rest in peace, monster. You left me to rot in this grave.
I mean, we thought you were dead. Okay. That's just pretty impactful.
Come to me, Jonathan.
What? We didn't feed you any of our blood. So we should not have been of the turning, so how did you turn? Okay, that attack is becoming even crazier because it's not going in a way around. It's now just like I don't. No expanding. Hey, where's the nearby hideout? I would have to go around quite a bit.
In the name of Christ, someone help me! Please help
Sorry, I'm looking for a hideout. To rest in quick. Maybe I can upgrade my weapons. This would be a lot more damage. Or I can just observe more plots. I need good handle parts. It's slightly more damaged but slightly less attack speed. And slightly more stunned there. I could get the double attack on. The increased sustainability of this would be pretty good as well. That would rise it to 31st done over 23. I could just make it take less stamina. My gun's already pretty chipped out. Now. I don't see myself being as too much. I got blood serums, I guess I could use those. Well, let's just have my normal upgrades over at last. She's resistant to blood and melee. So Shadow Mist would probably be a good idea. So actually this isn't too bad damage. So that's now 120 shadow damage. Half of what a Shadow Mist would give me. I'm here. I think upgrading my stamina in half is definitely the way to go right now. Since we should be able to use bullets against her, I suppose more bullets won't hurt. Just a question of... Do I upgrade a base for the 120 more damage? Or upgrade my healing? I'm going to increase my shadow damage. It's not much, but it is an ultimate skill basically. And that's also an increasing amount of blood I gain when I do drink blood. What should help? You guys still have migraines. Everybody's all cured, but 2 new people like Al. They got the cold. Oh, this piece isn't a bad way to talk, sir. More fatigue. Free fatigue, free cold. Oh yeah, you missed it because we left him alive. He turned into a full girl and killed these 2 and turned them into goals. So yeah, that is all dead and him. He turned into werewolves. Okay. No idea why. I also have no idea who this is, I haven't found them yet. I tried. Right, back to the new boss battle that I'm involved in.
Best be on your way out. In the name of Christ, someone
Oh yeah, we found out. Assist is alive. And she's trying to kill us.
have you done?
Damn it, your attack nullified mine. Mine. SSSSS.
You killed me, brother!
We killed at the beginning of the game.
Rest in peace.
I now choose somehow back. And sees more powerful than nuts for some reason.
You left me to rot in this grave! You've spared the precious Nurse Crane, but not your own Mary.
She didn't instantly kill us at that move this
Come to
time.
me, Jonathan. Give me your blood, priest. Final thoughts are just to die for. Kiss me again, sweet brother. You killed me, brother. Kinslayer! What have you done?
Bigger question is, what are you doing? Why are you so crazy compared to us?
Come to me, Jonathan.
You are taxing way too strong.
Rest in peace, monster.
I don't even want to kill you. You intend to be our sister in this game. This is just all a misunderstanding.
Kiss me again. Because you spared Sean Hampton, don't expect the same mercy from
I
me.
really hate that move of yours.
What have you done?
So you recognize I spared him least, even though he's dead now.
Rest in peace, monster.
Now stuff with you unbelievable range of blood magic. How are you younger than me yet more powerful?
Well, brother, it's time to bring this conversation to an end. Forever.
You know I will not play this game.
Calm now, Doctor. Like a rabid dog. Or think you're performing an autopsy.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'll kill them all. The kind Dr. Swansea. The sweet little lass with hair of red. I am the Harbinger, bringing your punishment.
Mary.
Don't you see? This is not me. Flesh that never ages. All nightmare, no dream. Bring it to a close. Let me sleep.
I will find a cure, Mary. I swear it.
Then, at last, I can forgive you.
Well, you can't really cure her if she's properly dead, no can you? Yes, sir. Also, by her, she's not only a vampire, she's also a racist during this game. Come on, Lonely. Hold on. She is not only a fellow vampire, but she is also our sister in this game. Wanting to bite your own sister, it's just me. Besides, we've already killed her once. At the start of the game, we woke up and was We came out of our grave, we were so hungry, we better than realized she was our sister, and had we had killed our sister.
Blood.
And drank her blood, and somehow she became a vampire without feeding on us.
I realize the entire world now revolves around this singular word. The epidemic that has stricken London is not the Spanish flu. It is transmitted through the blood, via violent biting, turning survivors into frenzied immortals. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. I am a vampire, born anew into an age of death and pestilence. While plotting factions close in around me, I am sworn to find the source of this epidemic. I am convinced greater perils are still to come. I know the answers I seek are hiding in our blood.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the scales are basically the Spanish flu.
The flowers die.
We're going to meet the Ascalon Club.
Water.
We've killed us just twice now. It's quite the shame, really.
Jonathan,
And you think
old
about
chap,
it.
How are you tonight? I've seen little of you of late.
I was conducting research in my room, away from the nightly routines.
Of course, of course. Worry not, I understand. The situation has been testy around here. I won't deny it, but we still stand.
Have you any reliable friends in the West End who might...
Unfortunately, you will be alone. Except for our ravishing red-headed acquaintance, of course.
What news do you bring?
The news is not good, my friend. We try to keep the epidemic at bay, but street violence is escalating quickly.
How bad is the epidemic?
It is killing the infected patients faster. In less than 2 days now. The only blessing is that they're contagious for a shorter period.
Tell me more about the violence.
Jeffrey McCallum seems to have sent his war dogs on a hunt. On a nightly basis, Pre-Wen patrols exterminate every skull and vampire they find.
Have they come closer to the hospital?
No. They mainly focus on fallen districts or abandoned buildings. But they're growing in numbers. They must be recruiting heavily.
I have received an alarming letter from...
Then you are twice fortunate. I have never...
Is the quarantine serving any purpose?
It is helping slow the propagation of the epidemic. But as long as we have no clue to its origin, it's a fit...
Thank you.
Well, we have a pretty good idea of what's going on. I believe it's the Scowls. Modify this madness flu. What's he doing? I've ruined that. I accidentally ruined the whatever was going on there.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening.
Do you need medical...
I'm afraid I've contracted...
Not under my watch, Nurse.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Nurse.
How do I witness these actions? Ah, here we go.
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you, you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
Sounds interesting. Staying. What did the lady go? Alright, guess you have to make a stopover so that I won't know. Newton Blight is also ill. Where is he? I'm just annoying trying to track down all these citizens to make sure they don't die. But there he is. He's down there.
It's locked. Hello again, Mr. Black.
Good evening, Dr.
Do you need
Afraid so. You're working.
Are you concerned?
Of course I am.
What kind of...
I believe people have armed themselves.
Goodbye, Mr. Black.
Okay, now to make it to Ashburn's house.
You must prepare, child, for the earth is bleeding and the harvest is upon us.
Stay away, whoever you are.
This is no time for petty quarrels, my champion. Can you not hear? The famished queen has awoken.
I am not your champion.
But of course you are, son. As surely as you are the blood of my blood.
I had to kill Mary.
I have known your pain, child. Do not succumb to...
Silence! I dismiss you, now!
The land calls for a champion. All and everyone needs you.
Silence!
I'm tired of all these puppet shows.
We are pre-obsessed over Head Dead.
They want war.
Ow.
Show them war!
Whatever this poor woman did, nobody deserves this kind of punishment.
We just saw Vampire take off. All this fighting going on.
Killing's all you deserve! Want some of that?
Okay, I've done my hand. Did you just attack me as well? Okay, fine. I was trying to help out a fellow vampire. I guess I'll just have to make do with drinking your blood. So shame you can never find allies in these sites. Just common enemies.
It's locked, all right. So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
It's a pretty nice house.
Dr. Reed, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him, but I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Please, call me Jonathan.
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease my friends when uneasy.
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself. How have you been since we last met, my friend?
My sister Mary. She was made a vampire in the same way I was. She was the one killing all those people everywhere I went.
Vengeance is a powerful force for those betrayed. Made vampire through careless error. Victims by surprise.
In the end, she implored me to put an end to her misery. But still, I felt I had taken her life twice.
I am so sorry for my accidental cruelty. Had I known your dear Mary was still alive, I would never have sent you to pray for her soul in that church.
There is no need to apologize, my lady. Your words have been most helpful in these difficult times.
Thank you, my friend. If only we could have guided you.
I came to the conclusion that my maker, whoever he might be, must be a powerful vampire.
How have you
I felt this power.
Most ancestral vampires of England were killed by the Guard of Priwen half a century ago. I wonder who your maker could be.
You have no idea who he could be?
Some of the ancient ones fled England. Some may still be in hiding. All I know is you, my friend, are a pawn in some secret and obscure game of chess.
I think I should ask the questions, your ladyship. After all, it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not misunderstand me. I would be delighted to discuss mundane matters and idle trivialities.
If we survive the dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I. For now, please follow me, Jonathan.
I must say, your house is exquisite.
One of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings. I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea.
And of course you won't stop at mask and let you can fix.
Let us toast to make-believe. And of course to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
Please, call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why truly did you invite me here?
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
Who are they? Really?
They are the embodiment of vampire law in Britain. Some say they influence the destiny of the Empire. Some believe they merely protect it.
How many are they?
Only a small number of powerful and deceitful immortals. All of them entangled in a sticky web of shadow cabinets, influencing trade.
Why use you to contact me?
Because they know we are close. The Ascalon Club has many spies. Their main occupation is gathering information and then deciding how to use it.
Have they threatened you in any way?
Not at all. Their message surprised me at first, but it is only logical, considering the critical situation in London.
Why not ask for your help? Since you are obviously a powerful and influential immortal yourself.
You have to understand that I am invisible to the eyes of Ascalon, for I am a woman. That suits me well, as long as they leave me alone.
Should I trust them?
Of course not. Do not misunderstand me.
That's a silly reason.
They're useful, but I believe their long-term goals differ from yours.
Should I lie to them?
We all lie, Jonathan.
Why me?
Because nothing truly important can be achieved in this city.
They have done nothing but impede my investigation since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
Lord Redgrave is the founder and chairman of the Ascalon Club. Most mortals know him as the Earl of Bristol. He is rich and extremely influential.
Have you met him?
Only on rare occasions, for he never goes outside the club. And women are not awarded membership, even immortals.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite. But we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Prewen has called for a second great hunt of our kind. And they will stop at nothing to eliminate us.
Will the Guard of
I doubt it. If Prewen really launched a great hunt, I think most of the Ekons I know would flee the country to escape the bloodbath.
I think I saw them kill an Ekon on the way to your house. They seem to have a list with names.
To launch another great hunt, they must have collected intelligence on vampire identities and whereabouts. They are a resourceful lot.
Should we fight back? I
admire your courage, Jonathan.
You should flee then.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage, if you wish.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have much to do here. There is a question I must ask you.
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
Will I ever discover the identity of my maker?
Maybe not, Jonathan. We know for sure you were made by a powerful vampire, but most of those fled England long ago.
One day soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the Ascalon Club and play their game.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No. You will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then share our discoveries.
I want to thank you for all your support and your help, my lady.
Could you do me a last great favor and call me Elizabeth?
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good news in these dark hours.
Thank you. I appreciate the advice. I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
I'm still not calling her by her name.
To meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations as to the natural order of things. Jonathan, promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really
I could not tell those fear.
young Ekon. We may be deceptive by nature, but this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Oh. Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
I guess we're the first vampire to actually respect women, and that's why. Maybe.
So, time to...
But the only woman vampire we know of is Mary, and she was basically more powerful than us. Os of one night. Kind of weird and funny when you think about it.
It's locked.
Another one of this side things. I'm gonna have to get all the raw around. I do need to give some people their fatigue medication. Okay, time to run around London. Now I have to fight other icons. This is going to be annoying. How did you take no damage? How are you doing that? Okay, this is quite annoying. That healing, this isn't fair, but more power for the man, healing and everything. There's no one I can get them to fight with. Maybe I can run past. Why are they attacking me with fellow vampires? Stupid. I can't fucking take two of them at once, they just keep stun knocking me. Okay, this time I'll just try and run past. Because there's literally no way I can sight that. For you I can take on your dresser's gown. Quite a bit of fighting going on.
Go home, sir.
Ah, you've really cleaned up. I was ashamed of helping you be more damaged. I need to head more south. I got fatigue medicine to give out. So this should be the start of the safe area. I've just got to find the one that I've entered.
This is despicable.
Okay, where are you unhealthy people? It should be around here, isn't it?
I cannot enter.
There's the first one.
Good evening, Mrs. Fish.
Of course. Please don't stay too long, sir. What can I do for you, Dr. Reed?
Mrs. Fishburne.
I am afraid I am, Doctor.
Then let me...
I thank you for your generosity.
Goodbye,
What can I do?
Do you have any new...
I heard you can't go there anymore unless you share his faith.
Goodbye,
There's 4 eyes in the back of that head.
Home. This game seems to have a bug with the controls. It seems some of them get stuck on F. So if I'm holding like the bus to go left, when after, when I'm talking to someone, it can sometimes get stuck. Ah, he's the fake vampire hunter. You can't identify us. They'll probably be in this section over here. It should be around here. Just a bit further in.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Oh, God's a prayer, then. Maybe I can go around.
Good evening, Mr.
Dr.
Yes,
Reed.
hello.
Can I be of any assistance?
Do you need my... Treating a vampire hunter's wounds is certainly a...
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Have you heard any...
I cannot say I've heard anything particularly interesting, but...
Goodbye.
Right, and there's one more person who needs to be healed around here.
Good evening, young man. There's no shame in asking for help.
Thank you.
I found this watch. It belonged to Miss Gillingham, but I thought you might find it useful.
That makes sense. She would have forgotten about the watch by the next day.
If you say so.
Take this for your trouble, Dr. Reed. I will not forget your gesture.
Show me what you...
No common handle parts, that's a shame. Oh, you're going bad lonely, okay, good night. See you next life. You will only miss the Ascalon Club. Next time we will be playing in the description assuming nothing comes up, so Scott will be like last time.
Are you certain you're not lost, sir?
Right then to the Ask Alone Club. Still have no idea where they are. Oh, why does the haze be in werewolves? Right then. Just have to make it through. I do get some experience for killing these. On which to the Ascolons. And maybe we'll slaughter them all. I'm sorry, what? What do you mean it's locked? What the hell am I supposed to get in there? Maybe that's why the vampires were there in the first place. He weren't meant to get past them. But why is there another sound? To how are you totaling me so much? No, I'm gone. I'm reticle here. Goodbye. So it's the same for you. I know you're gonna attack me. I'm just getting you first this time. I can now define the way to push forwards. Why did you kill him through the thing? I guess you don't treat it as that even though you're sure is. Well, maybe it was just locked on so it was automatically hit because this AI versus AI. And that AA was supposed to die regardless of whether the data damaged or not.
I cannot enter.
Even I intervened. Alright, so.
was the vampire.
3,000 sank.
This war takes no prisoners. It's locked, all right.
Well, I guess I have to leave them alone. Hooray, the pathways are locked.
The West End.
And I can go back this way next time.
To be back home. Fresh water. As long as it's not holy water, I may find some use for it.
Oh yeah, I'll plant back in the hospital. Should we head all the way backwards just to the level of water?
Vampires are so weak! Someone here!
You're not from London.
Easy does it, boys!
Come.
You're bleeding! There's one! Watch yourselves! Don't you know better?
Yeah, fight each other. What was that? Oh, they're fighting good. Yeah, much easier to take care of him when someone else is taking care of them for you.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need help, sir?
I think I'm fine. But what happened to my jailer? Be careful. He's as vicious as he is strong.
You don't have to worry about him anymore. What happened here?
I am Tadao Kimura. I was imprisoned by this lunatic for several days. I thought I was going to die here.
You're not going to die now, Mr. Kimura. If you hurry, you should be able to get home safely.
It seems that I owe you my life. You have all my gratitude, Dr. Reed, since it is the most precious thing I possess.
Goodbye, Mr.
And he's healthy, that's good. Home, that spot contains a hideout. But not a place I need to worry about. Oh, there was a nut bar. Good. Good. Well. That's one down. Stun loop. Good morning. I love this. Bit risky, but I'll take it. High freak when we get to the Ascalon Club, we don't end up in the Never Fight right.
Ascalon Club. The heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected. Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble shop.
The hell was that? You already introduced yourself and then you did a really crap introduction.
How is the situation?
Life is good and peaceful.
Are you not concerned?
Oh, I'm sure the authorities would take the appropriate measure if the danger were that high.
You cannot expect the newspapers to expose the truth.
Well, that's news then. But I can't believe that...
What can you...
I recently found the best steak and kidney pie in the city. I'd be glad to share the address.
Finding...
Oh, I have...
I must...
Really? Well, I'm always happy to try new exotic meals.
Is it not a little...
On the contrary, it is the perfect hour.
But what about the epidemic?
Please, sir, this is London, England. We will prevail. And if a bomb must fall on my shop, then I'll be there to hear it falling.
I've heard that when shop for bombs during the Blitz, that shopkeepers just kept selling even in the ruins of their old shop.
Do you have any
Not since my parents died.
Really?
I'm afraid the...
London?
I used that name in my early years.
I may have...
I do need some good handle parts.
into your house. Have you no...
Good evening, sir.
Come on, Johnny. Don't you...
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men, I heard. In my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
When did you escape the war and return to London?
You know what's funny? I
know what you mean. I haven't had much time to think about the war.
Of course. With the epidemic,
What is this?
Well, I saw terrible things during the war.
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other. And so many...
But you're alive. You returned in one piece.
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Unlike you, I'm not the man I used to be.
Is everything all right at home?
Sure. Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
You need...
I'm sure they're fine. Let's see what I can do to more. This is me. Although Reggae's finish is idiot might be like the average idiot. Without me there's a lot of smart people here. This is the place I meant to go. Let's avoid that right now. And let's try meet everyone in the West End.
Good evening, miss.
I am...
Miss, you don't seem well at all.
No, it's me who bites.
What happened?
The rats. The answer...
Miss Billow, please, try...
The voice in my head. He forces me to do so.
Do you feel compelled to obey?
Yes.
Tell me...
Keep your mouth shut, he said. Don't ever...
Tell me about yourself, Miss Billow. What do...
But you want him to abandon you.
Don't you remember who you are, miss?
I was... strong.
What is the local news here?
Shadows.
I must...
She's healthy at the very least, so we won't need to cure her for now. Let's open that door that we couldn't get through on our way here. So this would happen to go around next time. Well, there's his wife. Let's introduce ourselves.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Jonathan, is that you?
Thank you, Venus.
I was going to...
Forgive me. With the epidemic,
I'll tell you what. Come back tomorrow for tea.
We need to upgrade our mesmer somehow, even though we have no idea how to do that. Ah, another shortcut unlocked.
It could be someone you...
Good evening, old...
I won't lie to you,
Do you need
It's a little late.
What can I say? I
hope we're talking about the same habits, old friend.
You need...
I didn't even realize he was ill. How silly of me. So many people get to meet. I can ease the wheel very quickly, head to the right chapel as well.
Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me.
Wait, no.
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Econs. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte.
But it's here no more human.
Tell me about...
What do you want to know?
How did you...
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me.
Did you know she was a vampire?
The correct word is Econ, Doctor. And no, I had no idea.
What do you think?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her and... Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never...
Is there something that's...
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste.
Even if that's partly true.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
What are you...
You mean, what do I do outside at night, since I...
Actually, yes. I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
How the
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady.
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in...
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone.
Are you a suffragette, then?
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me.
Really? Oh, now I see what...
What exactly has...
Your name and profession, obviously, and the mystery...
Does it not scare you to know?
Why should it? My mother is the most
Yes, you should.
You can't be Wait.
Glad you found it amusing. But...
I will, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye.
She's been...
Now, an interesting, a normal human.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently? Remember.
Where are the rest of the humans? Maybe the further art. We'll try exploring some more.
Don't come closer.
Don't found to my chances against them. This park should be alright though. Hey, maybe not. Could probably lure them into each other. Come on, where are the rest of the people?
I have this thirst for blood.
Oh. Strings. There really aren't more people. I'm not sure what to do about that. I can't treat people if I can't see them. Okay, I guess we can head into the club. Thank you.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed.
This place is a bit of a mess.
There has been quite a battle here. I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Good evening. We repel the intruders for now.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Here, here, here!
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
She has proved to be helpful on many occasions.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why do you suddenly need me?
The Ascalon Club only recruits the best, and you definitely fit the bill. Your scientific and medical reputation alone would qualify you as a candidate.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End? Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only...
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept,
please ask.
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any official recognition from the government?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed...
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members, and I do appreciate obedience.
What is the Ascalon Club's express?
I don't like that.
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight to...
William Marshall?
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality.
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours.
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
I agree to join the club.
This is
I really don't like you.
Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and
Fear
not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of... My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and
I do
welcome
agree
this
with that.
icon as one of
Traditions
our own.
and customs have their place.
Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
And we got some Z clipping.
Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
Who's the old man? I'm curious.
I personally went patrolling last night in the West End, and I spotted at least...
Good evening, Dr. Reed. How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece, figuratively?
I was chased by a gigantic Vulcan.
I feel perfectly fine. Do I have...
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has...
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
What can you
I would not dare speak.
Are you not afraid?
Sir, it's for that very reason that I...
Is not the nature of this club a secret?
My dear Dr. Reed, I have spent...
So you asked...
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries.
Are you a member?
Yes, I am. And I have been for many years.
What can you tell me about it?
It's not really my place to give you such information.
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider my advance...
Mr. Dawson, of Dawson and Dawson, the wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson?
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
What do you know?
I should not say this, but I admire their commitment.
What is the situation?
I am sure Lord Red...
Money cannot solve everything.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one.
What is your plan?
Quarantine and barricades are futile.
By doing so, you would create two separate ghettos.
Not if we eliminate all suspected cases of
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vamp?
Home. Well, they've certainly got an interesting idea. Not that I can agree with it.
Of some horned vampire revealing himself and singing obscure songs around the city. What is this new malevolence?
Skulls have been spotted everywhere in London. We are losing this
That
fight.
went well, did it not? It is always...
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago. Well, not quite.
So why did you really want...
Straight to the point again, young Ekon.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic. And your findings were quite alarming.
Do you know Edgar?
Not personally. But I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider...
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied skulls in London is...
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries.
What do you mean?
Well,
Skulls are hostile vectors of contagion. That is a fact. But first and foremost, they are victims.
I agree, Dr. Reed. Most of the new skulls who roam the streets at night used to be good British citizens. But they must be put down nevertheless.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed.
The Guard of Pre-Wen impressed me. They must have spent years preparing their plan.
Okay, so we're supposed to find the source of infection.
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was
Well,
sired
I do need
an
to
ancient vampire.
Women of all countries unite! Support the equality between men and women!
Let's enjoy next time. Have fun.